느낌을 안 들어. 거품이 엄청 답답해하고 있습니다. 만개 물러.
Poppy M trying to give that advice and Sungmin not listening, and Poppy M's like, brother, I'm telling you what you need to do. What are you doing right now? She's like, why is my son like this? Who raised this boy?
The following reaction contains pausing. Yes, pausing. That thing reactors do when they want to speak, process, or think. If you're allergic to interruptions, commentary, or the sound of something other than the original video, please consult your doctor before watching. All complaints about pausing will be lovingly ignored, printed out, and fed to a goat. That goat will not be held responsible for any salt-induced health issues. Remember, this is a reaction, not a Netflix screening. Thank you, and enjoy the content, unless you're already typing in the comments. In that case, get a job.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trolltek here for another video. So today we are getting into a, what is it called? ZEROBASEONE Sweat Special Summer video. That title sounds insane, first of all. This was recommended on the Discord. As always, if you have any recommendations, just go to the Discord and I will eventually check it out. So this is the second last day of the ZB1 week. So basically, I talked about it in one of my videos, but every week we're going to be doing deep dive on a different group. So the deep dives we're doing so far on groups is ZB1, obviously Stray Kids, BTS, and ATEEZ, which ATEEZ is next week. So we're giving each group a week, so that throughout the month we have content for each group individually. But yeah, so that's what's happening. So yes, if you have recommendations, be sure to drop them. So the next ZB1 week we have, I can check out that. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, special, what's it called? Special summer, what was it called? Sweat special summer video. That's what we're watching today. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the reaction. Here we go. Okay, just getting straight. Okay, let's get straight into it. No, why they mogging the camera like that? Okay, that was crazy. Bro, how's he? Yeah, bro basically dislocated his hip. Okay. Oh. Bro's having that mint ice cream. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. I love mint ice cream. That's the whole thing. I forgot to wipe his lips. Pause. Oh! No, bro, Ganuk. If you don't know, Ganuk's like my favorite in the group. Well, he was my favorite in Boys Planet, so automatically my favorite in the group. These guys are so zesty. La Tere. Bro, arching for real. Wait, was bro actually, how high was bro sitting? I bet you it's not even that high. Oh, it's pretty high actually. I thought it was. That's crazy. I would be having a panic attack because I've got fear of heights.
껴지는 열기 음악에 몸을 맡겨 이미 너와 난 out of control 거부할 수 없는 gravity 우리 앞에 펼쳐진 galaxy 달려와 너라는 harmony 내 맘을 적셔 stay with me 수 없어 너와 난 feeling good
Okay, Jiyoung. That falsetto was crazy though. Man, that was clean actually. Like, that was so clean. What the fuck? Bam, ba-dam. Ba-dam.
멈추지 마 태양이 져도 영원히 너와 함께 곁을 춤을 출 거야 어김없이 내 초점을
Ah, so Ricky is like the Felix of the group, like the ethereal one.
보여 something new 우리 rhythm에 물들어 two of us oh baby I make you sweat
Sweat, sweat, sweat. Turn it up. Sweat, sweat. Dum. This song's a vibe, by the way. It's not really a vibe of something I would listen to. Like, it's not something I would naturally listen to, but it's a vibe for sure. Yeah, that was crazy. They definitely like Zero Base One is very. They're very interesting to me as a group. And I'll tell you why. Why they're very interesting to me as a group is because, like, with Zero Base One is, it seemed like, based on the music videos I've listened to, songs I've listened to from them, I feel like they're the quickest group. And I guess this is a result of like forming in a survival show. But they're the quickest group that have that solid, like, you know, we're a unit as fast as they did. Like, that's the one thing I'll say I'll notice. Groups, my point was making, the groups that have like formed in survival shows or like survival things or like that type of stuff, or they've kind of worked in a thing to become the group or become part of the group, I feel like have a better synergy at a faster rate. Not to say other groups that haven't gone through that don't, but like obviously I'm thinking of Stray Kids who didn't really form as a result of a survival show, but they went through a survival show. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's not even a survival show thing. I think people that struggled to form the group or make the group good and went through some hardships are the ones that are really solid. Like, you know, like, so like BTS, 80s, Stray Kids, ZB1, like these people that struggled to form the group. Like, when I say struggled, obviously ZB1 was like automatically a group. I mean, but they struggled to get through the Boys Planet. And then with Stray Kids, they struggled through the survival show. And then BTS, they struggled because they were part of a poor fucking nothing company, or it was at that point. Same with 80s. You know what I mean? Like the struggle, I think the struggle makes the groups that are the like top tier good quality groups. You know what I mean? Obviously, that's not always the case. Like sometimes a group that has everything handed to them is still really good. But I just feel like it's more likely once they've gone through shit to be where they are, they're the better group. And that's, I get that same vibe from ZB1. So it is a bit upsetting that this is a temporary group. So there is a chance of them like potentially being so big that the companies decide we need to keep this group together. But the thing is, aren't they like, I think the thing is that they're signed to like different companies. Like they were trainees for different companies. So it's like, that's why it was temporary or some shit. I don't know the exact logistics of how it works, but maybe they won't be temporary because I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the contract runs out like this year or next year or something. I can't remember. I remember researching it at one point. But yeah, hopefully they do stick together because I do like the vibe of these guys together. So imagine if they separate. Like, I don't know what will happen. Honestly, this is my theory. As talented as they are, I genuinely think if they did separate as like a group, I feel like most of them would probably gonna fade into obscurity because I don't think ZB1's that big that they could survive solo or in small subunits on their own at this point. Like if they, disbanded and shit. So if as good as talented as they are, I think at this point, if it became not a thing anymore, then they would probably fade off into obscurity because there's so many like examples, not just in K-pop, just in artists that are crazy talented, but they still can fade into obscurity because of, like contracts and stuff like that. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but yeah. Anyway, that was my reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
힘을 안 들어. 커피 엄청 답답해하고 있습니다. 만개 물러.
Poppy M trying to give that advice and Sungmin not listening, and Poppy M's like, brother, I'm telling you what you need to do. What are you doing right now? She's like, why is my son like this? Who raised this boy?